Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a castle gate that's able to open 3 blocks in height. Now, as you can see guys, the redstone behind this is amazingly simple, especially for the fact that this bad boy opens 3 high. Now, the second you press that button, the gates are going to open up immediately. And of course, it's going to retract all that right down to the ground level, having this awesome 3 high spacing. Now the great thing is guys, this is brand new and it works perfectly for 1.14.4 and even as far back as 1.12. Now the second you hit this button guys, the same button that opens it is the same button that closes it, you see? And the cool thing here is the fact that no matter what button you press on either side, it's going to do the opposite effect. So you press that, it's going to open it. And if you press the other side, it's going to close it. So no matter whether you press these buttons, no matter what order you press them in, it's always going to do the opposite effect, which is fantastic. Now enough talking, let's jump right into the mechanics and all this. Now as you can see guys, for what it's worth, it's a 3 block high gate, and compared to a lot of other designs, this is extremely compact and simplistic. And what I wanted to do was to make one side completely flush and flat, so if you really want to make a bridge out of this, you can. So you can really have a lot of applications to really compact this and add it to a lot of different things. Now I'm going to show you in slow motion what's really happening. Now the second you hit that button, this bad boy is going to create that triple piston extension, pushing the whole thing upwards. Now the trick here is to make sure that you do not break that sand or gravel area when all this is happening. So as it's happening, it activates a second time, bringing it right back down to the original state that it was when it first started. And it does that without even breaking the sand or gravel that you're using. See? Now the cool thing here, when you press the button again, it closes the gate instantly. Look at that. Look how fast that's closing. Creating that triple piston extension to push downwards perfectly. Fantastic. Now at this point guys, make sure you pause the video and have this information all set up. Now, like I said guys, in that pause moment, this orange area represents the actual gate's location. Now, the widest this could be is 9, but of course you can make that smaller. Now, you're going to go all the way to the back and put 2 observer blocks like so, parallel to the width of the actual gate area. Now, once you have this exact pattern, guys, make sure to place a block right over here all the way to the back, right across. Perfect. Then in front of the observer blocks, make sure you put an activator rail or even a power rail. They both do the same exact thing. And right in the back here where the blocks are at, add that redstone dust with a repeater going forward. But before you do that, make sure you put a block right in front of it. So you got the block, then you're going to add your repeaters. And each repeater should be on 4 ticks, full delay. Fantastic, perfect. So you should have this look. Now once you've done that, go right in front of it, and you're going to add either an iron door or a wooden trap door. Both will do the same exact thing that we needed to do. And on top of the block, you're going to add a redstone torch. Now once you've done that, place a block right on top of the redstone torches and on top of the trap door like so. Then you're going to add another set of redstone torches on top of that block as well. Now right over here guys, you're going to place a repeater going forward right across the board. And you're going to put each one on 2 ticks. Now like I said guys, we're going to go step by step on every aspect of this because I want to make sure you do it right. Now at this point guys, place a block on top of the redstone torches right across the board. And you're going to place some blocks in front of those torches as well, creating this kind of effect. Fantastic. Now like we did underneath guys, we're going to add a repeater going forward right on top of each block, right across the board. And this time guys, you're going to put these repeaters on 3 ticks on each one. Perfect. So now we got that set up, guys. You're going to place an observer block right in front of those trapdoors, like so, right across the board. Then right on top of those repeaters, on top of it. And then on top of these repeaters as well. Because this is all going to create the triple piston activation. Now starting here, you're going to place a block right there. And place 6 going forward, all on 4 ticks. And a block right in front of it. Now that's going to create the exact timing that's going to activate the rails, hence activating this system twice perfectly. Now starting right where the first observer block is, you're going to place a row of sticky pistons like so. And another row right on top, and a third one like so. So you should have 3 rows of sticky pistons facing upwards. Now you're going to place a block right on top of it. Perfect. And at this point, guys, you can place 2 rows, either sand, gravel, etc. Pause the video. I actually left a list on the left hand side here. Now once you've done that, we're going to place our buttons. Now it's going to be right here in the center. You're going to go 1 block outwards of the actual measurements, and then 2 inwards, and delete the one in the center. And this is the only time you kind of really go outwards. Now this is going to be the location of where the buttons are going to be placed at. So place a redstone lamp on both blocks, delete the ones underneath. And at this point, guys, you're going to place a block right underneath the redstone lamp, but at an angle, so that you can place a redstone dust right behind it. Now you can place a sticky piston facing upwards right in the center of those 2, with an observer block so that the activation is upwards, and a sticky piston right underneath it. And then once again, an observer block facing downwards. Now we're going to start with the downwards activation. So place a block leaving a space like so with a sticky piston and an observer block on the side. Now place your block there and there with a repeater going forward on 2 ticks and a block right in front of it. Now right over here, guys, before you place these blocks, we're going to have to create a comparator timer. So place 1 comparator going sideways and 1 going on this side in the opposite direction. Then you're going to place 2 blocks with the redstone dust on top of it. And that's going to give us that perfect timing to really activate this entire system. Now place 2 more pieces of redstone dust, a repeater going forward towards that block with some redstone dust behind it in this exact format. Perfect. Now at this point, guys, you're going to place 2 blocks right on top of that observer block, delete the one underneath. Then you're going to place a sticky piston going upwards with a block on top of it, and an observer block going sideways, okay? And delete that block. So it should have this exact effect. Then you're going to place a block on the side of it and extend that right across until you're parallel with the actual gravel, or right at the edge. And 1 block on top of that. Now, once you've done that, place another block like so with a half slab, a block on top, and a slab, another block on top, and then your last slab. And delete these 3 blocks to create this exact effect. And right over here, guys, you're going to place another row of blocks all the way until you're parallel to those gravels, or the gravel or sand that kind of represents the gate itself. And you should have 3 rows of blocks in this exact pattern. Now you're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of redstone dust and a repeater going forward on each row. So the first row, you're going to be on 1 tick. The second row will be on 3 ticks, 1, 2, and 3. And this repeater should be on full delay, 4 ticks. And all you have to do, guys, is add a straight line of redstone dust from 1 point all the way down to the other side. Now, once you've done that, you're going to go right over here on the opposite side and add 3 rows of regular pistons. Make sure they're regular. Do not use sticky pistons for that. Now you're going to add 4 rows of fences that are 4 tall. So 4 by 4 of the width of the actual gate that you have. And to cover this up, guys, add a block right on top of it so you can really make this look flush. Anyway, guys, at this point, all you have to do is make sure you add your buttons. and just hit the button and test it out. Make sure that everything's working properly, that everything runs smooth. You should have this kind of effect. Bear in mind the opening is a little delayed, but not to worry. The closing is extremely fast. And all you have to do now is decorate it and really make this your own and add it to your actual build. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.